There Were No Children's Gloves by Avalina Kreska.
It was strange coming back to a place I knew as a child. The last time I was here, I had to hold my mother's hand to cross the road, and sometimes we'd stop and watch the greengrocer in the market, selling steaming beetroot and yelling about fresh marrows. Now I was here of my own choosing. I could cross the road unsafely if I wished. I sauntered down to the old record shop, where I bought my first single, Spellbound by Susie and the Banshees. I was all black eyeliner and attitude. It's not a record shop now. I peered through the window. Gloves of all kinds lined the walls. Funny how your eyes can scan a scene so quickly. I couldn't see any children's gloves. I was embarrassed by noticing that. Strangely drawn in by the oddness, I walked in. The room seemed more claustrophobic than I remembered. A man sat on a stool reading a book. He didn't look up. The gloves seemed interesting, even fascinating in their diversity. I found a cobalt blue pair made of the softest leather and tried them on, amazed that they were a perfect fit. Then I felt his presence next to me. He removed them from my hands with the quickness of a card sharp and wrapped them. I was struck dumb. Did he expect me to buy them? I hadn't seen a price tag, but I bet they weren't £4. That's all I had. When I looked closer, I noticed he only had one hand. It seemed arthritic, and the joints looked swollen, but he moved with a deftness that even I couldn't manage when wrapping Christmas gifts. He smiled. His teeth were many and uneven.
"You don't remember me, do you?"
He said, all teeth. It's an awful imposition for someone. I didn't try. Afraid not. This used to be a record shop.
"It still is.
He said, and held out the wrapped gloves.
Just a different kind, that's all."
I screwed up my face because now I just felt uneasy, at a disadvantage. I reminded myself I was an adult and could leave at any time. "I have no money for them, and I don't remember you. I'm sorry." The man still held out the gloves, but he'd stopped smiling. Now I felt annoyed at his presumption and his stupid one-handedness and crazy glove shop. But the gloves were sumptuous. Perhaps I could just show him all I have. So I reached into my pocket and produced my bus fare home. He shook his head and thrust the gloves forward. It was at that point that I had a clear memory of him. He used to mend shoes at the tiny bolt hole of the shop down on the corner. He had two hands back then. "Why?" I asked, bemused.
"There's a pair for every child that once lived here. Take them and remember, we've all lost something by growing up."
This story was originally published at Visual Verse, Volume 4, Chapter 1.